Radio guys, welcome back to the channel. Salazar here, and thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you my Shadow Rider calyrex vmax deck. I've played alongside a few other key cards, which you may see one right there, which might surprise you, but I'll talk about that later. But we'll get into this quickly. So first off, we're going to start off with the main part of this deck, which is the Shadow Rider calyrex vmax. We have 4 copies of the normal V, which is not bad, 10 damage. And then during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any special energy or stadium cards, so that's quite good. They can't play Path to the Peaks if you use that. And then we're playing 3 of the VMAX. I do want a 4th, but technically this works alright for now. So we've got Underworld Door, allows you to attach psychic energy, basic psychic energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon, bench psychic Pokemon. And if you do, draw 2 cards, so you can accelerate onto maybe a Dragapult VMAX or something like that, just to keep you rolling. So I do need one more of these, but at the moment there's 3 in this deck. We have a 2-2 line of the Dragapult V and VMAX. V and VMAX. Mainly focused on the VMAX here. Max Phantom for 130 damage and 5 damage cannons on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. So pretty good to get rid of Bench Barrier Mew or something like that, or maybe Hounders or Incase for those Malamar decks. So pretty good there. And also you've got Shred for 6 damage to get through those Zamazenters or anything that pretty much prevents you from attacking like with VMAX and all that. So like stuff like Decidueye, Altaria. So good little attack there as well. So these are some of the key cards in this deck. We have 1 copy of Gengar and Mimikyu Tag Team GX. This is the GX attack I mainly want to get off in the game, but if I've prized it, then I will be focusing on another one, because by the time it comes to late game, it won't be relevant to use Horror House. But we'll talk about Horror House anyway. Horror House allows your opponent, they can't play any cards from their hand during their next turn. But if it's got 1 extra psychic energy, we both draw up to 7 cards, so me and my opponent both do, and then that way that gives them more trainers for Poltergeist, hopefully. So Poltergeist does 50 damage times the amount of trainer cards that you find in your opponent's hand. So extremely good if they have maybe 6 in there. That's 300 damage, enough to knock out any tag team in the game, including the Bird Trio, and you just keep going from there and all that. So awesome little attack there. And then we can also we've also got Trevenant and Dusknoir Tag Team GX in this deck for its Night Watch attack for 150 damage, and choose 2 random cards from your opponent's hand, reveal them and shuffle them into their deck. So it's good if they've only got 2 cards left in their deck, but if they top deck a research, then that's lucky for them, or a Crobat. So you know, good little disrupting attack there in case they don't draw into anything. And we can get that off starting turn 2 in the game with Cresselia, with its Crescent Glow attack. Search your deck for a Psychic Energy card, attach it to one of your Pokemon, and if you go second, you can search for 3 Psychic Energy instead of 1. So good for accelerating 3 energy onto the Trevenant and Dusknoir to start off your game. You can start hitting 150 quite easily. 1 Crobat V, of course, we all know what that does. But this thing here is something I've been testing, and it didn't do too bad at all. And I'm going to play it until rotation happens, and that is the Naganadel and Guzzlord Tag Team GX. Now I'm not going to be using it for its ability, even though it's quite good, but that's mainly for an Ultra Beast type of deck for that ability, so I won't be using that. It's mainly here for Jet Pierce, which does 180 damage every turn, just a nice little vanilla attack for 1 Psychic, 1 Dark and 1 Colourless. Now you're thinking, I don't play any Dark Energy in this deck. Well, we will talk about that because we have Aurora Energy here. Now, Aurora Energy allows you to play it, and it can be provided as any energy in the game. You just got to discard another card. So, I can play 1 Aurora Energy and 2 normal Psychic Energy attached to it, and I can do 180 damage every turn. And it's got a nice hefty little HP marker of 280. So good little thing there. So that's all the Pokemon. We'll go into the trainers now. We've got 3 Old Cemetery here. I am going to be playing 1 training court in the deck, so this will be an updated list, which I'll put into the description. But I'll be taking out 1 Fod Crystal to put in an to put in a training court. So good card there. But essentially whenever a player that attaches an energy that's not a psychic energy, they put 2 damage counters onto that Pokemon that it's attached to. 4 evolution incense, which is an incredible card as of late. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, chuck it into your hand. Search for VMAX Shadow Rider, easy done. 2 Mani, 3 bosses orders in the deck. At the moment of this video, you've got 4 Fog Crystal, but it will be cut down to 3, which I'll link in the description. 3 Quick Bull, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, discarding 1 card. 2 air balloons in the deck. I'll show you one, but there's another one hiding right there. So there's 2. 4 switch. Oh no, I might need to cut down 1 switch actually for 3rd Mani, so that might be updated. As we talked about just before, 2 Aurora energy, 2 Horror Psychic energy, which if it's attached to a Psychic Pokemon and if it's attacked or knocked out, take 2 damage counters, or your opponent does. 2 Professor's Research and 12. Oh, let me just check. 12 normal Psychic energy. I'm pretty sure. Yes. But this one here, this is a beautiful energy card that I got from my mate Rewe last night, so shout out to him. But check that out. 2005. Beautiful energy card there. Anyway guys, that is the deck profile. Let me know what you guys reckon of it, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.